everyone, I'm Aria. I hope you're all having a good day. So today's speed build is of a modern styled loft home. I think you could class it as. It's for 2 parents and a toddler. So I really wanted to build like a tiny home and I failed. This is, I think it's 132 tiles, so it doesn't even class as a small home unfortunately, but it's still pretty squishy inside. And I'm really pleased with it. So I was looking on Pinterest for kind of some inspiration pictures and I came across these I think they're like miniature doll houses, and a lot of them are in this style and I think they look really cute, so I thought it would be fun to try and see if I could create one. So I also wanted to make something very green, not so much in terms of like NAP's kind of green, but the colour. So I've decorated most of it with a nice green colour, and then the toddler's room is kind of pinky purple. So I created this family, you can see them in the corner there, right at the beginning of kind of when I started this, maybe January time, and I absolutely loved them. I don't know, do you sometimes find that you create Sims and then you kind of get attached to them a little bit? Because that's exactly what I did with this family, and I have aging turned off for them because the toddler, her name's Lexi, and she's just the cutest little thing and I don't want her to grow up. I just want her to stay little forever because I love her. But when I started, I just created the parents, and then they had their little girl, and yeah, I just want to play them forever and I don't want them to change. I will eventually, but just for now they're gonna stay as they are. So I really love this kitchen. It's kind of got like a minty green color scheme to it, but it's still very kind of feminine in my opinion. It's all kind of pastel colors and whites. I really struggled with these counters and I end up going with some Parenthood ones. It really annoyed me that the matching like top cupboard things don't match the counters properly. Like the wood swatch is the same but the handles are a different color, and it really bugged me. So I ended up changing them and I think they look okay now. Like I said in my last video, I've really been enjoying doing shell challenges lately, and I've just finished one today. I've got another one I'm kind of halfway through and another one that I'm yet to start. It's a pretty big one. But I really love doing them, so hopefully if I can get them all done then I will have all shell challenges next week. I don't know whether that's something that you guys are interested in, but I really enjoy them, so they're a lot of fun for me. So I put quite a lot of decoration into this kitchen. It is fully play tested. It does all work, and they can, you know, cook perfectly fine in here. But there's just quite a lot of stuff. But I think it looks really good, and if I hadn't included it I think it would have looked like a lot of empty space. I also really like the glass roofs that I've put on the little bump outs. There's one on that section just above where the sink is, and I think it really looks different. It's not something that I've really done before, and I think it looks really nice. There's also one over the dining area where the floor to ceiling windows are, and then upstairs there's 2 skylights in each of the bedrooms, and it brings in quite a lot more light than I realized, and I'm really proud of it. I really like that it does that. So this here I try to make like I guess like a console unit, but I really struggled with how to get everything to fit, so I end up using these top counters and just kind of move them around a little bit so that they fit under the stairs. The TV is in a slightly different position on the gallery because for whatever reason they were complaining that they couldn't turn it on when they could. So I had to kind of just pull it forward a little bit, but it works perfectly fine. They can still watch it, and they do their sim things and game and stuff. I try and create like a corner sofa here. I think it looks okay. The cushions kind of, I don't know, clip into each other a little bit, but I still think it looks really good. So I try and create like a photo thing here, which I will put their family photos in. And then on this console unit I just add like a whole bunch of different things. Some books at the back, I move those forward, put some books at the back, and I think I put some flowers or something. I was going to put the corkboard up here with some postcards, but it kind of just didn't look right. I probably could have sized it down, but I much preferred it without anything there. I thought it kind of took away from all of the things on the front, and then it was just too cluttered. I like putting these tables from Tiny Living like that. I think they look really cool. When I was a kid, my grandparents had these like a set of 3 tables that you could like push under each other, and that's kind of what it reminded me of. So I kind of struggled with curtains here, and I end up sizing those ones down, and I think it looks a lot better, because otherwise they were like clipping into the sofa and I just didn't like them very much. So on the table here, I really struggled with what decorations to put, and I end up just going with some salt and pepper and a flower vase. What I really wanted was like a decorative like placemat stack. Like if you have placemats and then you like stack them up in the middle of the table when you're not using them. That's what I wanted. So in this bathroom, I tried to again create like a, I don't know, like a custom sink unit. For whatever reason, my sim decided that he could use it at one point, and then when I went to playtest the whole build itself, he then decided that he couldn't use the sink. So I don't know what happened there. So those shelves that are on top of the units under the sink are no longer there, but it still looks good. I also like covering up the toilet with units too. I think they look a lot, I don't know, better maybe when they've got like a unit behind them. This is pretty much what I do with all my bathrooms. I don't include a lot of them because I just think they're boring, and you can't really do much with them. So I try and kind of make custom units out of kitchen cabinets just to make them look a little bit more interesting. So yeah, I just kind of clutter all of these shelves up. I don't put too much up there because I didn't want it to be quite as empty as my minimalist house, but I still wanted it to be, not as much stuff as I usually put, but still lived in. So I don't really know whether I've achieved that. You'll have to let me know, because to me it's a comfortable amount of clutter, but I don't know. So I don't do too much landscaping on this one. I kind of just go around the outside a little bit because the lot's so tiny. I wanted it to more blend in with the kind of world around it, so I don't really put too much out there. So I later changed this pink wallpaper to the green swatch, and I think it looks a lot better. I was trying to hide the roof trim here, and I couldn't really hide it because on the wall to the right, the grey wall, I couldn't get rid of it, and if I changed the roof trim on that roof piece, it looked really strange because I'd pulled all the eaves in. But I think it looks okay. It's just a new feature that has never been seen before. But yeah, I think it looks okay. So I don't really put too much in here. I put a plant in this corner, and then we are on to Lexi's room. It's very, very squishy in here, but she can use everything. I've tried. So the parents don't have a like chest of drawers or a wardrobe or anything, mainly because I couldn't fit it anywhere, but they can use hers to change, and the same with like the mirror and stuff. They can use the mirror to change clothes. So I was a bit concerned that she wouldn't be able to use the bed with all of those chairs and everything on it, but she can. And yeah, all of the toys, the building block, I think I'm not sure whether I move it in this or whether it was when I was playtesting after I'd finished recording, but she couldn't use it there, so it is in a slightly different position on the gallery. So the house that I had built for them right in the beginning had pretty much all of the same stuff in it. It was before I started filming, so but like before I started doing YouTube videos, so I don't even have it on the gallery actually. I had I don't remember whose it was, somebody's save file, and I'd basically just decorated one of the empty houses before I was, brave enough to start building myself. So I've just basically copied all of the stuff that was in her room and put it in this one. So I just put a poster or a canvas, I think it's a canvas, on the wall up there, and then struggle forever with rugs, which no surprise there. So now I'm just changing that wall paint and a couple of different swatches everywhere else. I didn't know what rug to put there, so I ended up just putting a nice fluffy rug, and then I put two like lounge chairs out here. I didn't want to put too much out there because you wouldn't be able to use it otherwise, and then spend like 2 hours placing all of these. I didn't really know what to put there, so I wanted to kind of fill the space up a little bit, so I end up just putting all of those paving slabs everywhere. More paving slabs than there are plants. So this is pretty much all the landscaping that I do. I'd add a couple of flowers and things into the tops of the grass, and then in these boxes that I created I just put some hedges just to kind of give it more of a minimal look. I didn't want to put like a whole bunch of different things in there and then it'd be too busy. So I really love these lavender plants. I use them quite a lot in my shell challenge. But I think they look really cool. I really like them. So after this we just do some terrain painting, and that is pretty much it. So I really hope you have enjoyed this video. It's not as exciting as some of the other things that I've been doing lately, but you will get to see those next week. So let me know what you think. Let me know if I should do anything similar to this, like a tiny home, because I want to do more challenges. So if I should do tiny home challenges, then let me know. And yeah, so if you aren't subscribed, then I would really appreciate it if you do. You can always change mine later, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.